What's up, everybody? Welcome to BioS 3 Raw TV. I want to make this video because it's been long enough now, so it's 13 weeks this week. Actually, we just finished up the 13 weeks post-pec tear. And I want to kind of put this out there because so many fucking people gave me so much shit, and these were not experts. These were just random fucking people on the internet giving me fucking advice that they know nothing about rest, take 6 weeks off, take time off. Everybody constantly told me to take time off, and I took the first day after I tore my pec, Wednesday. I tore it Tuesday. Wednesday I took off, formulated the plan. Tuesday went back in and did legs. Friday went back in and did a little bit of light upper body. Saturday and Sunday I was off. So basically I went back to the gym, trained light legs, and did a little bit of cardio and stuff. This was right after the fucking pec tear, right? And literally I had people like making fun of me. Like they were like, and here's what I don't get. The people making fun of me are the same ones that are like, Jerry, don't be so fucking old school, man. You're so fucking stupid and bro. You should be picking up with the science, man, and be up with the times and stop being bro. And I'm like, you're the same fucking people that are saying that, and you're telling me to rest? Resting is old school. Resting is bro. The new science, and I'm talking about doctors, surgeons, physiotherapists, physical therapists, massage therapists, people that actually have been to fucking school and actually know what the fuck they're doing, and have also worked with athletes, which I thought that was interesting. People like, well, Jerry's not even an athlete. Do you know what I've put my body through for 27 years? As much as any fucking other athlete who's not on the fucking pro level has. An amateur athlete is pretty much where a bodybuilder trains all the time. Matter of fact, I'd say that a bodybuilder, a competitive bodybuilder over 20 years has put their body through just as much as a professional athlete, because we don't have an off season where we take no time off. We literally end the fucking contest the next day or the day after. We're back in the gym in an off season, pushing our bodies to gain more muscle so that we can diet down for the next contest. So you're talking about 20 years with no break. Like, I didn't take a break. I didn't take time where I didn't do shit. Constantly, non-stop pushing my body for 20 years. That's an athlete. Okay, just because you don't get paid millions of dollars, you're not a professional athlete, but you're still a fucking athlete putting your body through those paces over and over and again. You're doing something athletic. Now, you're not competing in athletics, but anyways, it doesn't matter. But the same people, the same fucking people that made fun of me were the ones that are like, well, Jerry, get with the science. You're so old school. But then immediately go with the old school theory of, Jerry, just take some time off. You know why? It's not because it's old school, new school. It's because those people are fucking lazy. Those people saying that shit got no fucking heart, got no fucking balls. They couldn't do it. The people bitching and moaning about how you're so fucking stupid, Jerry, they were making fun of me. They called me names, and I'm like, the reason why you're saying this is because you couldn't fucking do this. There's no way you'd be in the fucking gym with the pain that I'm in doing this. And matter of fact, this was under a doctor's supervision. This was under a physio's supervision. This was under a physical therapist's supervision. This was something Dorian Yates and I spoke in depth about a year. Well, it was last July that I spoke to him about it, but I tore my pec in, so 13 weeks ago, whatever the fuck the date that was. But the bottom line is, like, a bunch of fucking yahoos online on the internet who really don't know fucking shit about shit are the ones out there giving advice that they think I should take over a fucking doctor who has worked with fucking athletes and professional athletes who told me, get back in the fucking gym as soon as you can, but don't use the arm. I was like, this is unreal. How can a collective group of people who want their new science and their new ways and their younger ways, because we're the old fucking bros, we're the idiots, right? Not even know what the fuck is going on because they don't know. They don't know as much as they think they know. All they know is the IFOM. That's it. They know fucking push, pull legs and IFOM. That's all they fucking know. They don't know anything about how the nervous system works. Nothing about how the fucking the central vascular system works. They don't know any of that shit. They know none of it. They know what a protein is, a carb, and a fat, if they're lucky. They don't know the different amino acids. They don't know the difference between essential and branched chain, because that's a fucking conversation I've had over and over again. They don't know the difference between carbohydrates and glucose, the different types of fucking carbohydrates that go in your body, how the body digests them. They don't realize that the collective foods cause an impact on hormones. They don't know any of this shit. The glycemic index, they don't know that goes right out the fucking window when you consume proteins and fats with those carbohydrates. That glycemic index is only for when carbohydrates are ingested on their own. That's a glycemic index. Like, they don't even know this shit, but they're giving someone advice online, and lots of them, tons of them, having to give someone, just take rest. If you get injured and you want to take a month off, so fucking be it. But I'm here to tell you guys right now, you can have a fucking major surgery. Your ass is up out of that fucking bed, sometimes the same fucking day, and moving around. Matter of fact, C.T. Fletcher, my wife works in heart surgery. C.T. Fletcher was out of bed after a fucking heart transplant. They transplanted his fucking heart. He was walking around the fucking place within a week. They were fucking, like, the doctors had him up and walking. Matter of fact, he was fucking running down the hallway in like 2 weeks from a fucking heart transplant. You're trying to tell me from a little fucking tear in my pec, I need to take months off out of the fucking gym. It doesn't make any fucking sense how people could be so like, so sure of themselves, so absolutely firm in their knowledge that, no, this is what you should do. For a grade 2 tear, 4 to 6 weeks before you can actually start training that muscle group again. That muscle group. I didn't train this muscle group for longer than that. I was training unilaterally, which it was actually contralateral training, which is a real fucking thing, which I think many people don't understand, because the people that are bitching at me are never going to train hard enough to hurt themselves. They're never going to push themselves to the point where they get an injury. They're really going to fuck around in the gym. If they're even in the gym anymore, or even in the gym in fucking a few years, they don't know what the fuck they're talking about. They have no fucking clue. So rather than hate on someone, they try to bring, they saw it. You know, I think honestly they saw a chance where I was wounded, right? I was wounded. I was down. I was upset. I was fucking scared. I was confused. I wasn't really sure what to do. And they were like, this is our chance to fuck with Jerry and try to pull him down in the fucking cesspool that we're in. And I was just like, I don't want to do this. Like, I don't want to hear what the fuck you're saying. I have experts with me over here, doctors, physios, physical therapists. They're the ones that have gone to school. They're the ones that have worked with this a million fucking times. Why the fuck would I listen to these fucking ring-ding wingnuts on the fucking internet when I have these professionals at my disposal? While I have actual people that have gone through this themselves, including Kevin Levrone, who I was on the fucking phone with while I was driving to the hospital, because he's not had just one fucking tear. He had that major tear. He tore the fucking other pec incline benching. He fucking had problems with his knees. Like, he has had major stuff wrong with him and be able to get past that. You got Jake Cutler, who had a fucking bicep tear. I talked to him about the tear that he had. He had the surgery, what it was like coming back from the surgery, like when he went back to the gym and started doing things. Like, these are fucking real people who've done real fucking things in real life. And I feel like the internet just allows anybody to have a voice, whether they really understand something or they really have knowledge or not. People are actually saying shit like, oh, Jerry, you're fucking stupid. You're a trainer. You're a fucking coach. You teach people. It's like, what the fuck does my injury have to do? You think I'm fucking telling people to go fucking bench press 315? I was trying to push my personal limits. If somebody wants to push their fucking personal limits, by all means, do whatever the fuck you want to do. But bottom line is, guys, like, it didn't make any fucking sense to me. I'm like, why the fuck is there... Oh, because these new school people haven't fucking been updated yet on the fucking new school techniques on how the body fucking heals. The science has caught up to a point and jumped ahead from resting to, you know what, you had a major back surgery, tonight you're up and walking out of this fucking bed. Oh, you had this fucking happen, and my buddy had 2 fucking hip replacements. The first one he had, he was up later that day. The next day he was discharged, walking around the whole fucking hip replacement. Within 2 weeks, he was back in the gym under doctor's orders doing leg presses. Now, there was no weight on the fucking thing, but he was doing leg presses with 2 fucking hip replacements. And that's what the doctor said to fucking do. And I'm sitting here going, man, you know, I don't know what you guys think, but I'm going to tell you right now, if you're injured, the worst thing you can do is sit around and do nothing. Literally is the worst thing you do. Like, I know many people, they don't agree with that, but doctors are backing it up. Scientists are backing it up. People that are in the know that have been around and are fucking cutting edge science and cutting edge fucking techniques are backing this up, saying, look, you know, I mean, back in the fucking day, they didn't think massage therapy did anything, right? I mean, you get a massage because you want it to feel good or relax or whatever, but nowadays they know shit. Massage therapy increases blood flow, helps the body fucking heal. This shit was non-existent back in the day. Like, I actually went to a massage therapist and said, hey, you know, the doctor didn't say anything about this, and said, you know, could I work on the pec now? And she looked at it and she said, listen, I don't think it's right now because I can still feel where that defect is right here and it's still swollen. We should wait a little while longer. So it's not like I didn't take advice from the right people. It wasn't like I was making this shit up on my own, just going by the fucking seat of my pants. Like, I was following professionals' advice on what they said I should fucking do. And I just think it's, you know, it sucks because, you know, I had some of my followers fighting back with people, arguing. You know, they were arguing with people at work because somebody said something. I was like, what the fuck? I was like, please don't argue over me. Like, it doesn't fucking matter. Like, trolls are trolls, and if people don't understand it, that's fine. Because what's going to happen is 2 years from now, 3 years from now, 5 years from now, however the fuck long it takes these people to pull their heads out of their asses, they're actually going to wind up doing the same thing when they're injured. And it's not about, like, I can't stay out of the gym. It's not about a mental thing about I can't stay out of the gym. Like, I would like to have some time where I just fucking chill and not have to fucking have my day as busy as it is. Like, I get up and I'm fucking go nonstop. To have that hour and a half back in my fucking life would be great. However, I healed faster. And I healed so fast, the fucking doctor was like, Jesus Christ. We didn't say Jesus Christ. But he was like, he didn't say this is retarded. What is it? I don't remember his exact words, but he was like, this is happening really fast. Like, you're healing extremely fast. Like, you have a better range of motion than you should right now. There's more strength in it right now. Your static strength is there. And at the same time, like, my symmetry was coming down together. What I did was keep training this side, literally, so that everything came down, but the nerves still fired. Contralateral training means you're training one side of your body, and these nerves that are firing to move this arm, fire in the other side too. So you have neurological pathways that keep proper patterns. So when you're done and you come back, you're not, it's like riding a bike. When you first get on a bike, you can ride, but it's kind of hard until your body gets that neurological patterns again to where you can ride the bike efficiently and do jumps and all kinds of shit. Other than that, you're like a little fucking kid on it. You can make it go, but it's not exactly where you need to be. Well, I transitioned from being literally laid up with that fucking arm strapped to me for fucking weeks to going right back in the gym and moving the rubber bands and the little bit of weight that I was exactly the way I was before I got injured. There was no difference in the way my body moved after that injury, which, again, many times when you stabilize that arm and you completely put it out of commission and you're not doing anything and you're not moving these arms around, you're not doing the exercise, and you're just fucking walking around feeling sorry for yourself, being lazy as fuck, sitting on the couch, you will have a problem moving that arm. The way that it scars up, the way that it fucking tightens up. I didn't have to go through all kinds of crazy stretching, which anybody's having a major tear knows that the scar tissue starts to happen. It tightens that area up. Well, because I was moving it again, even though I wasn't using any kind of weights, I was doing the movements with my hands. I was doing the physical therapy movements over and over again. That never tightened up like that. I never had the scar tissue like most people would have. Why? Because I followed what the fucking people told me to do. And I think that it's not about reading shit on the fucking internet, which is a lot of these fucking keyboard warriors do. They read something on the internet and all of a sudden they're fucking experts. The next time somebody fucking tells you something, right? They say, well, you should stay off that fucking, stay out of the gym because you're hurt. Be like, why? Why should I? Got to heal. Why? How does that work? You know what I mean? Because if you ask me, why, Jerry, why are you training? Well, I'm training right now to keep the nervous system patterns good so that as soon as I come back, I have those proper patterns again. Okay, well, what is that going to do? Well, as soon as the muscle's ready to go, as I'm doing the movement still, I can slowly increase the weights up and the movement patterns are there, so I'm not risking injury again by having weak stabilizers and bad motor patterns of the neurological system. Oh, so that's how it works. Yes, if they can't answer your fucking questions, tell them to fucking get fucked, those guys. Like, it's ridiculous how much information people put out, and I don't even know if it's information as much as they just want to point at you and laugh and say, this is what you should do, even if they don't know. Right? I mean, most people, if you get hurt, they're like, oh, just take time off, which I used to agree with. Like, I would absolutely agree. When I fucking tore my rotator cuff, I took that week off from the gym. I kind of figured out what was going on. I didn't do anything upper body. I went and did light legs. I did some light cardio for weeks. It took me about 4 to 6 weeks to get my body back to where I could do some rubber band resistance to start strengthening the rotator cuff, right? This time, within 2 weeks, I was back moving that arm around. And I healed faster from this tear, which was a bigger, more severe tear than when I tore the rotator cuff and the bicep tendon. And basically, it's the new science. It's the new shit that they've come out with. And I shouldn't say new because Dorian Yates was doing this when he tore his bicep for the Olympia. He did this, as well as there's been other people in general that I've talked to that have had injuries that, yes, if it's a running injury, it's an Achilles tendon, if some kind of fucking tendon, I didn't tear the tendon. The tendon was still attached. I tore the upper pec muscle itself. It's a muscle. It's not a tendon. You do not need to take 6 months off, a month off. You don't have to do that with a fucking muscle tear. Now, by all means, if you want to sit on your ass and fucking do nothing, that's fine. My thing was I wanted to be proactive and get back to living an active lifestyle. I enjoy going to the gym. I enjoy my time at the gym. I enjoy, although people like to tell me how shitty I look, I enjoy being able to put clothes on and look not like the average person, right? Look like I'm athletic. I enjoy these things in my life. I could be dead tomorrow. Why the fuck would I sit my ass on a couch when I could get my ass up and go train legs or do contralateral training and still be in the gym, see my friends in the gym, hang out, get out of the house and clear my mind from all the business stuff that's going on? Like, it makes no sense, unless a doctor was like, you should take rest. You should sit down. You should do nothing. If that's what the doctor told me to do, I would have absolutely done it. I absolutely would have just sat down, but it was the opposite. They were telling me to do the opposite, which again, Dorian Yates had mentioned it to me. My friend Dave Taylor had talked to me about it, and I'm sitting there going, wait a minute, this is coming from different directions. And all these guys, not so much Dorian Yates because he's been out of this stuff for a while, but these guys like Dave Taylor and the doctor and the physiotherapist and the physical therapist, they're all cutting edge. They keep up with the science because they have to keep up with their certifications. So they're keeping up with current stuff, things that are happening now, the things that fucking are in old school. For some reason, the people that are new school are thinking old school with that shit. And I'm like, listen, if you're going to be fucking new school and you like, Mr. fucking, I like to have the pixie sticks for my fucking carbohydrates and I do push-pull legs every fucking day. Okay, then do everything new school. Learn the fucking science about what's going on with the body now. I learned how to manipulate fucking different macros as opposed to just fucking, I just reduce my calories and then fucking do more cardio. Learn the new information that's out there because there is a lot of new information. Like, it boggles my fucking mind how many people literally will go online and act like a fucking expert or have something derogatory to say or tell you what you should do. Not only have they not been through it, but they haven't even read the fucking latest literature or talked to anybody who's an expert on it. Where the fuck are they getting the information from? That is a dangerous thing. BiosecTraining@gmail.com. Leave comments down below, but don't fight. www.bioshooting.com's blog is to get fucked. I'll do what I want, bicep, and we are out.